Welcome, foolish mortals. Don't actually know who will come in, but I'm bored. Uh, wasn't feeling so hot today, so I left work early. Came home, kind of hung out, relaxed, took a nap, drinking plenty of water, and now I feel much better. And I'm never home this time of day, so I thought I'd try and come on live for a little while, even if I just talk to myself, and um, see what everybody's up to, see who pops in. Sorry, I'll be drinking a lot of water because my throat's kind of dry. We're getting ready to. I don't know. It's in the mid 40s or so here now. It's supposed to drop down, be cold, and have 4 inches of snow overnight and into tomorrow. Nice big wet heavy snow. So that's just what we need. We need some good moisture around here, and it'll help us get back on track, especially the ski slopes that have really been suffering this year. But um, projects I'm working on right now. I started a project last night, and I'll be putting YouTubes together for it. But what I'm doing is I'm taking all my Star Wars figures. Hey, Life and Sleeping, how you doing? I listened to those two. Do you have you ever listened to the Evidence Locker? I love those guys. I was just really talking to myself, but now I've got you guys here. I started a project yesterday where I'm taking all my Star Wars 3 3/4 inch Star Wars figures, and I'm putting them in star cases, and then I'm going to put them on the walls all over the house. Um, but they're coming out of boxes in all kinds of weird order. So I've got to first get a whole bunch of them out, and then spread them out, figure out where they're going to go through the house. And I love Evidence Locker. I'm a Patreon of theirs. I don't like that so much of their stuff moved to only Patreon, but you got to do what you got to do. I would have thought with as many subscribers as they have on YouTube, they'd make decent money. But I was saying before that I came home sick today, and then I just kind of got bored doing what I was doing. Cool. I can't wait to see everybody's submissions. Ooh, isn't he pretty? There's just this little ting up here, so it's not horrible. Being an inbox collector, I'd still buy it. So, and then like I was telling the guys on the message board, I fell to multiverse. I didn't really want to, but I love the animated series so much. I had to. So I'll have that one, and I'll get Harley when I see her, and I'll get the Green Lantern and Superman. Those are the only four I know they've done. They've done several Jokers, but they haven't done an animated Joker yet. And I was really looking forward to getting the Scarecrow until I saw what it looked like. That's just awful. I don't get it. But hey, Blue Harvest, how you doing? I just decided to come on a little early because I want to make sure I'm all finished up and doing whatever before the Pally Boys are on. But I was just saying I'm going through all my Star Wars stuff, separating it out, getting it all ready to go. I'll have videos of each box as I go through them so that they can check it out. I did pick up a couple of these little guys today. Walmart, the one I went to first on the way home, seems to have gotten a ton of Hot Wheels. I mean, probably several thousand. There were two huge dump bins, a whole 4-foot end cap, a couple side caps, and the whole section in the aisle was full. Max, I'm feeling much better now. I think it was just a stomach thing overnight. I didn't get the coof or anything, and I don't have a sinus infection like sleeping. I think I just got something, ate something bad or something. I'm not sure. Yeah, I liked it. I mean, am I wrong? This is the first Hot Wheels Star Wars thing they've ever done, as far as part of the Hot Wheels collection. It's not really, um, they do the Hot Wheels cars all the time, but this is the first time I've ever actually seen one. This is number 2 of 10 for the screen time, and number 12 of 250 for this year. So it was really the first time I've ever seen that. And then they had some of the Turtles. They had a few of the Batman. The other screen time I saw was Fast and Furious, the cartoon. So, but yeah, definitely the big pickup today was Silver Surfer. I was very happy. I ended up getting going to like 7 different Walgreens, and none of them had anything except this one Walgreens had one figure. Sweet. Happy birthday. It's still your birthday over there for another 4 or 5 hours. So, happy birthday, Blue. Turning 25 is never easy, no matter how many times you do it. Blue, what happens to things like Walgreens exclusives and things? Do they just never come in over there? Or, do they kind of just fiddle out and show up online places? Because I know a lot of the shared exclusives, they do GameStop and stuff do it at EA, or no, Electronics Boutique, and Toys R Us gets some of the Target ones. Smith's, true. Oh, I'm glad Forbidden Planet is still open. I went there last time I was in London, and I love that place. And that was the only place I've ever found Red Dwarf stuff. But yeah, I'm just kind of here seeing what everybody's up to. Does anybody want to come on? I'd like to try the whole invite thing and see how it works. If not, that's fine too. But I'm trying to figure out how this thing works. I still haven't figured out how to screen share yet. I'll have to have Sleeping teach me that bit. And I'm thinking about doing that Silver Surfer as a 300 subscriber giveaway, because I don't really collect them. I just bought it because I know everybody wants it, and I can use it either for trade bait or for the thing. Okay, Blue, let me see. So what I need to do is Blue. Okay, so let me put this link in. And then, Blue, let me see. I'm going to put it in the stream here and see if you can click onto it. And then I'll erase it. There's a share button. Okay. Click it. It'll open an option screen. You can choose to show whole screen or just have. Oh, okay. Well, that's easy. Hey, TW, how you doing? I might. Uh, Blue, can you see that uh, thing? Can you see this? Not sure. Thought all I had to do is that, but I'm not really sure how to send it properly. That's fine. I'm more or less just playing with it, trying to see how it works, and then go from there. Sleeping, did I do that right? That all I had to do was click share and then post that. Invite and then post that in the chat. Oh, there he is.
Hello.
Sweet.
Hello.
How are you, sir?
I've had a really good birthday. The postman's been twice.
Right.
Oh, what an amazing birthday! I've been getting stuff for like the past month, packages from people. So I'm really spoiled. Really spoiled. But I was gonna wait till our stream later on to show this, but I just can't wait. I just think I can't stop looking at it.
Ooh! Oh wow! That is beautiful.
And it's the original. It's not a print.
Wow, that's incredible.
Oh, I was in tears when I opened it.
I would be.
He signed it to me as well.
That's crazy.
There to Mark, yeah.
Where are you going to stick that at?
Well, as you can see, I've got a layer shelf.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to rearrange all that. I'm going to probably take the Flash Gordon poster down, put it up there, rearrange it all. But
place.
I just don't want to do it. I've got it at the side of the sofa here, and I'll just keep looking at it because you can see, you can't see it on the camera, but you can actually see the pencil marks in before he's actually etched it in.
Oh wow!
You can tell it's the original, and that I think he sold his last picture for £800.
Holy smoke!
And he's just sent me it for my birthday.
Wow. Yes. Wow. Definitely head explosion.
Yes, and that's his business card. But he's stopping doing art, and he's going to go into t-shirts now. So we're going to big up his t-shirts. Going to help him out all we can.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They sent that as well for I don't know if you know Matt, Universal Collector on the Polyboys.
Nice.
He drew that off him as well. He sent it to me, so I'll send it on to Matt. But what a talent! Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's wow.
I've just got those two as well. I've just been sent those two.
Oh,
and
I missed those.
I've just been saying we don't see anything like this.
Yeah,
we see some of the main characters, but nothing like this.
Yeah,
so hard to get hold of.
That's crazy. But Smith's carries a pretty decent toy selection, don't they?
Yeah, they're getting better.
I don't really see toy hunts from Europe.
No, because everything's shut at the moment.
That too. I forgot. I keep forgetting that.
Yeah, everything is shut. So, I mean, I went to the hospital last week. And I thought, I'll go into town, see what's open. Nothing.
Nothing.
The restaurants and the supermarkets, and that's it. That's all that's open. But I did go into Asda yesterday, which is like his Walmart type.
Uh-huh.
Well, the guy who sent me those two figures sent me three Batmobiles. Well, two Batmobiles and the Hot Wheels Batmobiles.
Uh-huh.
and the Batcopter because
Oh yeah.
I love
Saw
my
that set
Batmobiles.
hit Walmart again this week.
Yeah.
I love that set.
I've actually found these, which we never get.
They have a small version of those too. That's about
Yeah.
half that size.
We
And
never get these.
89, 66, the Justice League, and
Oh yeah,
Arkham, and the animated series. There's 5 of them in that little set.
I've got the carded ones as well in there. It's just all my corgi, everything's in that cabinet. Oh, I'll have to do another room tour video because my stuff changes constantly.
That's what I'm about to change this entire wall.
Yeah,
and it's like, yeah.
And I picked up the retro collection. Yoda. It's got the different bubble. It's got the smaller bubble.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently that's just a European version.
I guess
I've got the big version and the small
I was
version.
in my GameStop today, and they said the new retro series is due out on the 1st.
Whoa, wow.
The Mandalorian series.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, well, Hasbro says they're going to send them to me in August. So if you guys get them earlier, I'll try and cancel that order.
Yeah. Yeah, I've pre-ordered them.
Yeah,
I've got the stand there. That's the stand from Asda.
I wondered what that stand was. I was trying to figure it out.
Yes, it's a retro collection stand. They'll let me have, but it's full of my retro collection, obviously. But I've got a box up there with the Empire Strikes Back ones.
Yeah, I got to figure out what I'm going to do with all those. I haven't decided if. Those are cool. Wow, we didn't get a set like that. That's neat. Are they all just kind of interiorly packed inside that? Like those 3-packs we used to get? I think we lost him for a minute. That pack is really neat. Nice, Jurassic. I saw one of my targets got a ton of restock of Jurassic Park stuff in. So, not sure. It was Blue's birthday. Hopefully we will be back. Hey, John, how you doing? Doing pretty good. I came home sick today, and I'm feeling much better. And then Blue Harvest came on for a couple minutes, but we lost him. It's Blue Harvest's birthday. No worries. The link is still up there. If you need it again, I'll show it. I do feel better. I think it was just a weird bug, some sort of stomach thing. So I came home at about 8 this morning, rested, and kind of have been drinking a lot of water, had a really good poop, and now I feel better. I'm not sure if it was new or not. Some of it was new for me to see. Honestly, I couldn't tell you all of it. I got it on a video I'll put up later. But there was a whole bunch of new smaller dinosaurs I hadn't seen before. Echo, a Triceratops, a Pterodon, an Indominus, the white one. What else was there? The one from the water that ate the other thing. Because there's the Brontosaurus. They got restocked on the John Hammond and the Jeep. And then there is I think it was kind of a vehicle and a kid. It was a camping set. that was there. I don't know that set, Max. I might have to look it up. I love dinosaurs. With everything else I collect, I do not need something. Well, I say I don't need something new to collect, and then I started foolishly buying the Batman today. By the way, am I really loud? Because my microphone keeps maxing out, and I keep turning it down and down, but it doesn't ever seem to get quieter. So I'm really sorry if I'm loud. I have a new microphone and stuff I'm going to attach up later. But, excuse me, burpee. But yeah, so I was just messing around with putting some stuff in star cases. I just ordered another 100, only to find out that I need to order a whole bunch more because the older star cases don't fit. Okay, John, you'll hear us here shortly. Don't fit like the where are they here? They don't fit the Saga figures, and they don't fit. What did I do with all those? The trilogy figures, and they don't fit the episode 3 figures. So I have to buy. There's a completely different one. They make a universal one that I didn't know that it will fit, and it'll also fit all my reactions and all my Super 7s and that kind of thing. But yeah, so Jurassic, to answer your question, I'm not sure if they're new or not. I did see a few new things off and on today. A whole bunch of WWF E stuff that I hadn't seen before. And Target got AEWs. That's the first time I'd seen that in a while. But yeah, Sleeping, have you heard anything from Blaze? I left him a note on Instagram, but because I was sick, I haven't actually. This is the first time I've really gotten onto a computer today. Oh man, no, those sound horrible. Those would sound like things I'd have to buy. Yay! And
Yeah, sorry about that. When I pulled the screen up, the plug came out.
I do that all the time. I have to. Next time I update everything, I'm going to have to deliberately buy really long USB cords.
Yeah, because I've had a lot of problem with my mouse, my Apple mouse. So I've had to buy a new mouse. So that's probably what it is that I've been messing about with the plugs.
Yeah, I tried to do the whole the wireless mouse, wireless keyboard thing. Then I'd forget, and they'd run out of batteries.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that is that. Well, this Mac is that old; it won't update to get the Bluetooth mouse working.
Oh.
The Apple mouse. So yeah, I've had to tell you what, it's a lot better than the Apple mouse anyway.
Yeah,
it's better for editing.
But before we poured out, you started talking about Corgi. So what all does Corgi do over there still? Because we don't really see Corgi at all over here. Do they still do like Bond stuff or Doctor Who or anything? Apart from normal cars?
I get this every month. I know it's a bit sad, but
no,
because I work in the auction business. You see.
Oh, okay.
I do valuations of toys and things like that. Trying to find because there's a Corgi catalogue that's come out. And I am trying to find it anyway. Yeah, it's very, very sparse. Very sparse what Corgi do. They don't do any. I don't think they have any licenses anymore.
Yeah,
unfortunately, not like they had back in the day. I can't find it. Yeah, they maybe put 20 out a year, something like that.
Wow.
I to be honest with you, I didn't know they were still going.
Yeah, I have a friend who lives over in London, and he used to write for Tomart's Action Figure Guide.
So that's what they're putting out this year.
Cool. I love the double deckers.
Yeah, I like the escorts. Yeah, old school escorts. So yeah,
down in the bottom.
The full range can be found on www.corgi.co.uk.
Okay.
So there might be more than that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is for the auction. It's for toys, really, but it's for the auctions as well.
Yeah.
But
that's
the
work for
bills I got sent.
I love that set.
Yeah. Oh, I've got that.
Yeah.
But I have not got a Corgi. You know the large Corgi version that came out. I still need one of those. I had two as a kid, and see the back copter.
Cool.
Yeah, and all this stuff I get sent, it's just unbelievable. If I didn't get it sent though, I wouldn't be able to get it.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to see it.
No. Apart from that Jada, I just can't. It's just suddenly turned up. You say that.
I love those Jada. They do. They've done some Transformers ones, and now they've done some DC Bombshell cars as well that are pretty cool.
Yeah, apparently they do a DeLorean, don't they?
Oh yeah, they've done several DeLoreans.
I see that.
Yeah, and they've done the A-Team van and Kit, and not only Kit but Car.
Car, yeah. Yeah, I'm after both those as well. I love Kit. I'm after the Kenner talking Kit.
Ooh.
Never come out in this country. I know they're quite expensive.
Yeah.
I one that works as well. So yeah.
That'd be crazy.
There's a lot of things I want though.
Now, were you saying that you still needed a Corgi Starbug?
Yeah, Papa God. I wanted to get one for him because he loves it all. But he can't get any merchandise. Well, we can't now. You used to see them all the time on the shelves.
Yeah. I might have one. When I'm looking around through my stuff, I will see. I might have an extra one because they over here they came on. Corgi ones came on packs of like the season sets.
All right.
And there was one that had a Red Dwarf, a Starbug, and then a Rimmer and a Blister figure.
Yeah.
And I think I have
those
two.
Were Corgi, weren't they? Were those Corgi?
I think so, but I might be wrong. But pretty much anything diecast that comes from England, I just think is Corgi.
Yeah.
So
Well, we had Dinky, Matchbox, and Corgi.
Oh yeah.
So it was just Corgi. Matchbox had like the really detailed cars, but it was Corgi that had all the licenses. So I always used to buy Corgi for the James Bond cars and things like that.
Yeah.
I've got a Buck Rogers Starfighter still in the box there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Yeah,
and
really.
We were talking about that a couple streams ago. We'd love somebody like Super 7 or someone to pick up, the Buck Rogers TV show license and do some new stuff for it.
Yeah, well, there's a new one. There's a new series coming out, isn't there? So I might get it. But any luck.
It'd be nice. I can't believe Funko hasn't done anything for it yet.
Yeah, that's the point.
They've done both Battlestar Galacticas and A-Team and Knight Rider and everything else. It just seems to be a hole.
Have you seen any of the V Funkos?
I do. I picked them all up. They hit in December.
Really?
Yeah.
See, we don't see them. Things like that we don't see. I saw quite a few yesterday. As there was some the different coloured Marvel, Doctor Strange, and Thor. The multicolored.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not really a Funko collector. I've got quite a few, but I tend to go for the women characters.
Yeah.
I've got my lady shelf there. I've got my layer shelf, and I've got a couple of Funko ladies up there.
Yeah, I'm trying to scale back. I have about 3,000 Funkos, and I have literally walls like this full in the house of turned sideways Funko, and I need to pare that down. So I'm going to sell about 1,000 of them.
Wow.
But
hey, I had a shop. I had a toy shop and we never had that many Funkos in the toy shop.
I've people who visit my home often mistake it for a toy store.
Yeah,
but
understandable.
yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was nice to hear that Forbidden Planet is still around.
Yes. Well, there's two versions. The one you went to is probably just Forbidden Planet, but the one we've got in Leeds is Forbidden Planet International. It's quite complicated. They're split up into two.
Yeah. Is it a franchise, or are they just kind of the name?
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird because it took me a while to work out. Because I went in and said, well, how come your prices are dearer than the ones on the website? They said, oh, that's not us. I'm thinking, same name?
Yeah.
But there you go.
Yeah, I haven't been over in about 10 years now. I need to get back over.
Yeah.
But I got a buddy.
I've got a sofa.
Yeah, that's what I do. I have a friend who used to write for Tomart's Action Figure Guide.
All right.
He would go to all the international toy shows and London Toy Fair and all that stuff.
Oh,
and I just plop right down on his floor.
Yeah.
Just they'd say, okay, this room's the hostel for this weekend. So
well, I've just applied for next year's London Toy Show.
Cool.
So hopefully, touch wood. Can't wait.
That's what we were saying about this time last year, though.
Yeah. Well, it seems that things are going to be all right by June.
Yeah.
Over here.
That's what I'm hoping for. We've got a big trip planned to Disney World this year with friends coming from Europe, and we're hoping everything's cool by December.
Yeah.
You know, so we can finalize plans soon and all that. And so, Sleeping has family in Blackpool. Nice.
Well, Shabby's from Blackpool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Shabby's from Blackpool.
But,
that's where these pictures come from.
Yeah.
Come from Blackpool.
God, that picture is so beautiful. It is so sad that she passed that you couldn't get that autographed.
Well, I met her 6 months before she died.
Yeah.
And I've got my Black Series. You can't see it's behind me vintage layer. It's signed. Black Series signed. Love to Mark as well. Oh, nice. She was so funny.
Oh, yeah.
Woman.
Did she have her dog with her?
Yes.
That dog is hilarious.
Funny story about that, though. I went, bye, Gary, talking to the dog. She thought, I said, bye, Gary. So she went, bye, dear.
Yeah, I got to meet her at Dragon Con, and she's been in here in Colorado a couple times, and she was just the sweetest person. And she was supposed to come to Denver Comic Con that following April before she passed. And I had finally found some lobby cards from Under the Rainbow. And I was going to have her sign some stuff from Under the Rainbow, because who would ever have her sign that? And so
that's what I'm thinking about this picture. If she's still been alive, I would probably take that and got that signed, because that would have been amazing. But obviously, it's not going to happen. But I don't have an autograph, so I've got quite a few autographs on my Black Series figures, so I'm quite lucky, really.
So what I'm really hoping is we can get back to cons again.
Yeah.
I love listening to you guys in the afternoon, because it really is like being back kind of at a con and just everybody sitting around a table.
That's it. That's what I started it. To give something people to watch, and be together, and just it's just 4 or 5 lads sitting around a table talking toys and nostalgia and whatever else comes up.
Yeah. Pie or cake, there'll be a fight.
Yeah.
Cake or death.
Yeah.
But so I was have there been, and I haven't seen any, and I don't know if they just haven't been importing them over here. Has there been a lot of stuff, switching gears back to toys for a minute, for the new Doctor Who series? Have they just not made a lot of figures or anything for that?
There has been a 3-pack. It's character toys. I don't know if you know.
Yeah.
They're exclusive at a store called B&M, which is a discount store, funnily enough. B&M get some quite good stuff in. They get the DC multiverse in, and they've been getting the Mego Star Trek figures in.
Wow.
I did get the companion set, the 3-pack companion set. I'll get that. It's just here. but I didn't get the current set. They started out at £20, and they came down to £8. So I thought,
oh, wow, that is pretty. Wow, that is.
I've got this is the fourth 3-pack that I've got because I keep picking them up, thinking they are quite good. There's no accessories in them. That's what gets me. Even like Doctor Who, there's no sonic screwdriver. Which really gets me. And they did that as well. That was £8 as well, so I picked that up.
Oh, wow. Peter Davison, nice. That is, wow.
I picked two up.
We don't see anything like that over here. Nothing.
Yeah. Well, I have auctions every couple of weeks, so that will be going my next auction. Because I got two. I got one to open and review, and I got one to put in the auction.
Those are cool.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, because I was wondering, because I was like, Funko pushed out a whole bunch of stuff when Jody took over, and then that was the last we ever heard of Doctor Who again. Yeah. But I like character toys. The buddy of mine knows the guys who are the designers and the molders, and he randomly gets to see things that are coming out. But even he hadn't seen anything recently. They just they're doing work for what they can from home, and then sending it in. They don't have meetings anymore, so he can't go up and say hi anymore. But yeah.
Well, there's a 3-pack that's just come out, which was the 70s pack. Which I've got the older version, the repacked it. But the Tom Baker sculpt is totally different, and it looks absolutely shocking. The first one looks brilliant, but this new one that came out, it just doesn't look like him at all.
Huh.
It's got the Colonel in it and another one of the generic guards, but it's got Tom Baker, and the face of Tom Baker does not look good. So I didn't even get that one. Yeah. So I've got the old one anyway. But I've got, how many Doctors have I got? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6 of the Doctors. So I would like to get all the Doctors and all the companions, hopefully.
Yeah.
I've got a couple of Amy's. I've got Rose. Obviously, got to get Rose, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, Amy. Amy's probably my favourite. But I haven't got Clara. I'd like to get Clara.
She's grown on me. I did not like her at first.
All right.
I don't know if it was because of her character or the way she acted. I don't know, but the more I've watched that run, it's like, no, this is actually pretty good. It's the same way I felt about Colin Baker back in the day. I didn't like Colin Baker either, but the more I rewatched some of his stuff, and of course everything he's done on the radio or book, radio show things, those are all brilliant. And it's like, no, he was actually a
couple of times. Yeah, he's a nice guy, very nice guy. But yeah, it wasn't onto a winner back then, was he? I mean, Peter Davison wasn't after Tom Baker. I mean, how do you follow that?
Yeah, I felt bad for Peter, but he is such a sweet guy too.
Yeah,
and I've met him several times. And that was back when he was doing. I think The Last Detective was what he was doing when I met him. And really liked that series, and of course, Campion was great. And he shows up on Midsomer Murders and stuff like that all the time.
Oh yeah,
so I watch way too much British television.
No, nothing wrong with that. You probably watch more than I do anyway. I just watch YouTube all the time.
I finish every night watching, just before I go to bed. I watch that day's or the day before's episode of Richard Osman's House of Games.
All right.
That's how far into it's too sad, but.
And do you get it? Do you get a lot of it or not?
Oh yeah, I'm not too bad until they hit the stuff about football. If they hit the football stuff, I'm lost. I have no clue.
Yeah.
They're like this, I have no idea what you're talking about. Just sports in general is a thing for me anyway. But yeah. Oh yeah, that would be cool. We were talking about that. He was on Rocco's thing. If NECA would do it, or I would love some Hot Toys of Tom Baker and maybe a Dalek.
I can imagine that.
Or a Cyberman, either classic Cyberman or even the newer Cyberman.
Yeah. Wow.
Awesome. I would, or the Master, just a 2-pack of the Master and Tom
Davros.
Baker. Oh,
Davros.
Davros, that would be things we can't have. But
make it happen. We'll have to make it happen now.
BBC hates money. I don't know why.
Yeah, it baffles me why they moved it from Saturday to Sunday, and they moved it from Christmas Day to New Year's Day, and they just mess about with it like they did in the 80s. They killed it in the 80s because they wanted to kill it in the 80s. They wanted rid of it.
Yeah.
But it's your biggest license. I mean,
I don't know a PBS station over here that didn't pull Doctor Who. Over here we had Doctor Who was on first, and then Are You Being Served? And then it was rotating between either Red Dwarf, Dad's Army, or Waiting for God.
All right.
And so we had our PBS station had a good little block of stuff. But Doctor Who, Tom Baker was my first doctor.
Yeah, I was John Pertwee, back end. I was back end John Pertwee into Tom Baker.
Yeah, and I would have been, but I was banned from watching Doctor Who. It was sci-fi and stuff wasn't big in my house, and I don't think they understood what it was. They don't. I thought I think they thought it was more. I don't know, scary or something. And so I would sneak every Sunday morning, sneak downstairs and keep the sound real quiet and watch it on PBS before anybody else got up in the house.
Right.
And so that's when I came into Doctor Who was with Tom. And then of course they started rerunning them on another night. They started over. So I got to go back and watch, everybody, Hartnell all the way up.
Yeah.
But, I always a big Doctor Who fan, big Red Dwarf fan, and the Avengers, all the good shows, the proper Avengers.
Prisoner.
Oh yeah, yes, loved The Prisoner.
Fantastic.
I even kind of liked that reboot they did not too long ago.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
I thought that could have been something.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
A lot of people's word, John, and Christopher did a good job. I love that he's coming back for for some new stuff.
Yeah.
But that's where generally I introduce people to Christopher. Yeah, well, it sounds like they didn't treat him very well.
Yeah.
And he got the shaft, but I'm glad that and now I can't remember what's the company's name that produces the auto programs?
Big Finish.
Big Finish. I kept thinking Big Wheel for some reason. I'm glad Big Finish keeps stuff like that going for the past doctors.
Yes.
And for Christopher to do this is great.
I wish I could afford it though. It's so expensive. I've got my Audible subscription.
Yeah.
So I listen to audio dramas and books all the time. So I would listen to them. But it's just keeping up to them. It's just so expensive.
It is. I'm usually at least a year or so behind because they have some great sales at Christmas.
Yeah. And
then I'll pick them up for £2 or £3 each. That's only $5 or $6. So that's not too bad. And but yeah, that buddy of mine, he gets them all. He loves them. He'll not buy a new figure or something just because he knows that new Big Finish is coming out.
Right.
But yeah, John, John Joker, that's where I introduce people. If people are coming into Doctor Who, I introduce them into Christopher because you can't take them back because they can't wrap their head around the effects and the costumes and things. Once people are about through David Tennant, you can take them back and show them Tom Baker. And then they want to know about everybody else before. And they start watching in order then. Which is hard to do. That's a lot of episodes. Yeah,
it is. Yeah, I mean, I grew up with Star Trek and Doctor Who, and then when Star Wars came along, that was just it. That's it. That was it for me.
Yeah,
I'm still a big Star Trek fan as well, and Doctor Who, obviously.
I love Star Trek. I wish I could love the new Star Trek, but
I like it. I don't. I'm looking forward to the Christopher Pike.
I am too.
Pike.
See, I have no interest in Discovery. I watched 1.5 seasons.
I watched it, but I just don't like. I don't like Michael.
Yeah, it's
I
the
don't like the
character.
character. It's not because she's a woman or anything. It's just
No.
I just don't like her as a character.
Oh, there were characters in Next Generation I just didn't like, and there'd be focus episodes on.
Oh, yeah.
It's a Diana episode, but my favorite by far is Deep Space Nine.
See, I started off. I've never actually watched every single episode of Deep Space Nine, or Voyager, or Enterprise since after Next Generation, because I'm Captain Picard. Patrick Stewart is from my area.
Mm-hmm.
When I used to live in my last house, he used to stay in the hotel down the road from where that was. So I used to bump into him all the time. Got his autograph and everything. So when Next Generation finished, I just don't, for some reason, just stopped watching for a bit. So
that was like I would catch it every week when it was on. Jurassic, I definitely think you should start Doctor Who. Start New Who, which is Christopher Eccleston. I think they're all. I don't know if they're on Netflix anymore.
They were, but I think we've got a streaming service called BritBox.
Yeah,
every available Doctor Who episode from 1963 onwards.
Yeah, I think they did move to BritBox. But BritBox, Jurassic, if you're into British stuff at all, BritBox is really good. It's only like $5 as an add-on to Amazon, and it has Doctor Who, it has Red Dwarf, it has Are You Being Served, it has Dad's Army.
Fire and Steel.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so underrated.
Oh yeah, and Midsummer Murders and Sherlock Holmes with Jeremy Brett. And it's really does have a lot of great stuff. I highly recommend adding it. But
I got it free for the first 6 months, so I binge watched all Doctor Who's.
You met Matt Smith at the Spaghetti Factory sleeping. That is interesting.
It'd been better than a fish finger factory.
Buy him around a custard and send it over to the table. And sleeping. I liked Deep Space Nine because it was more gray Star Trek. The classic Trek and Next Generation are black and white Trek. DS9 was more. You couldn't just fly away, and those people had to deal with their own problems. You were there, and Avery Brooks. He's my favorite captain, and then probably it's a hard tie between Kirk and Picard. But I love Avery Brooks. I've met him several times. He is insane. He's nuts, but he's fun. But I love Renee Augenois, who played Odo.
Yeah.
One of the first cons I was at, there were these ladies in front of him, and they brought a gold bucket for him to sign.
Wow.
And he thought that was the funniest thing. And so he was signing it, and he's like, but, you don't have anything to put in it. And she said, oh, we're going to put a plant in it or something. He said, you can't put a plant in it. And he reaches up and rips some of his hair out and puts it in the bucket. And he said, there, now you can have a little bit of Odo to take home with you.
Wow.
Those ladies they came unglued. It was hilarious. But then I got up there, and I already had something signed from him by Odo. So I brought the chef from The Little Mermaid a picture. He was ecstatic. He said, you are the first person who's ever asked me to sign something of Chef Louis. I was like, of course, he is wonderful. How can you not? And then he broke down into a little bit of the song. It's the people I've met from DS9 that helped me with the show. But really, if you can make your way through, kind of like all Treks, if you can make your way through the first couple seasons, then it picks itself up. And seasons 3 through 7 are great. Enterprise really got good in its last season.
Yeah.
It kind of lost its way initially. I don't know if it knew what it wanted to do.
Bit of time travel, bit of
yeah.
Bring the Borg in. What? Why?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
BritBox, I think it has Spaced. It should.
It did have last time I looked anyway.
It's hard to remember what's BBC and what's ITV. But even then,
I've got that on DVD anyway. So
yeah, exactly. And Sleeping, if you haven't bought it on DVD, you need to, because there's a little bit at the end that's, not going to give anything away, but you should watch it, and then watch the making of, and watch the very end.
Yes.
But what's up, Jurassic? But I think Trek could fix itself if it would stop going backwards. I know Discovery Season 3 ended 1,000 years in the future or something.
Yeah.
But what I wanted the next series to be was like 20 years after the end of Voyager.
Yeah.
Where the whole Alpha Quadrant is trying to put itself back together from the Dominion War. Cardassia is crawling back, trying to be part again, and it would kind of like after the end of World War II, and there'd be whole pockets where it was trying to pull itself back up. And, you could have a whole new crew, you could have a mixed crew, because initially, I guess some of the scripts for something along those ideas had some people from DS9 and Voyager along with new people, and it'd be great. But
yes, I think because the old Star Trek was science fiction, but everything had to be able to work. Everything was explainable. It's like science, but now New Trek has become more like Star Wars, where it's science fantasy, where they'll just explain something away, and it'd never work.
No.
It's like warp speed. Warp speed is theoretically is possible. Everything in Star Trek is theoretically possible. But the moving into Star Wars territory, where it's fantasy, where it just it just happens.
Yeah,
like bombs in space. It just happens.
The bombs in space. Well, they were inside the upper atmosphere, so see, that would work. No, it doesn't. Me and Sleeping talk about this, that basically, we think that the problem with Star Wars is that they really needed someone outside to read that script over and say, yeah, that's great, but what about this? And you left like 5 plot holes. And no, she shouldn't be running the ship into it. That should have been Admiral Akbar running that ship. And if you're going to do that, not that isn't a beautiful shot. I mean, ILM, that was just... Yeah, just, man. But I don't know. Yeah, Star Wars is a whole nother issue that, I do like that they moved forward. Again, they're having issues moving forward because they don't know what to do after the Disney trilogy.
There's no
first. Yeah, there's no plan.
Use Wrong into it.
Yeah.
Might be Chiss. Might bring Thrawn into it and bring the Chiss into it. I don't know.
It'd be cool. I think we're going to get a lot of that in the Ahsoka thing. We're going to find out what happened, where Thrawn went, where everybody kind of went, and it'd be interesting to see. But we're years away from any of that stuff. I mean, Ahsoka I don't even think Ahsoka's due until next fall. Not even this fall.
Yeah.
I am looking forward to that.
Exciting though, what we're getting this year and next year. Everything that's coming.
It's packed. I mean, WandaVision ends. The episode 8 is this week. Then there's episode 9 the following week. There's a 1 week break before Winter Soldier starts.
And then
Loki, and then Hawkeye and Miss Marvel, and then over on
in December.
Yep, we've got Book of Fett and Stranger Things 4.
Yep.
It's just
the new Alien series as well is coming this year.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
Yeah, it's the moral in the Skywalkers. It was all weird, and Force Awakens had so much potential.
Yeah.
Even though it was a remake of 4, I walked away saying, I do actually want to know where these characters are moving. And then they didn't really seem to move anywhere because they didn't
get no character development in.
Nope. And I think that's because
I like The Last Jedi. Don't get me wrong, I like it as a film. Cut out the Canto Bight a bit, and it'd be a nice, it'd be a good film.
Yep, it would.
There's no character development in it.
Well, that's because they didn't do a time jump. Unlike other Star Wars movies where they literally put like a 2 or 3 year time jump in, so you could, okay, here's what the rebels are doing now. We walk into The Last Jedi, and it's literally later that afternoon.
Yeah.
They're like, and everybody's kind of taking off. We're trying to get everything's going. Go. And then that entire movie takes place in 16 hours. Well, how's that possible? I mean, to find an unfindable island and then get back in 16 hours.
But what gets me, because Snoke says at the end of Force Awakens, come to me, I will finish your training.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next movie we see that he's taking a piss out of his helmet.
Yeah. It was so weird to not have a plan walking in.
No.
I mean, even if they say there was a temp script that kind of JJ outlined kind of what was going to happen.
They should have kept JJ for all 3 movies. Should have one person doing all 3 movies.
Yep. Or at least the same writing team. The Mandalorian works because the same 2 or 3 people write, and then they can hand it off to every director, but they're also on set to say, okay, no, this is what I meant by that, and then move forward.
So I think with the original trilogy, George Lucas wasn't a good writer. Well, no. Dialogue-wise, he wasn't a brilliant writer.
He has great ideas, but he's not good focusing.
Oh, his ideas are unbelievable. Best ideas anybody's ever had, obviously. But I think that it was the actors that told George, like Harrison Ford, if Harrison Ford got something to say, no, I'm not going to say that.
Yeah.
I love you too. I'm not going to say that. Now, prequel-wise, the actors had to do what George says.
Yeah. And George even admits that now. He's like, looking back on it, I didn't realize I was the Empire. Nobody was telling me no. Every idea I had, they were like, that's a great idea, George, and rubber stamped it and moved on.
Yes, George.
Yes, George. And you can see that in some of the behind-the-scenes stuff. When he's going through and he signs off on things, you can see some of if you look back in the behind him, you'll see people like, oh. It's like, oh.
I'll go the red.
Yeah, they're like, oh, he picked that one. He
actually says it in the screening, doesn't he? He says, I think I've gone a bit too far.
Yeah.
But it's too late now.
Yep, it's far too late.
Yeah.
But Jurassic's right. I mean, imagine what would have happened if Rise of Skywalker ended with her standing there saying Rey Palpatine instead of Rey Skywalker. The whole audience would have had breakdowns.
Yeah.
And I would have walked out, I'm a Palpatine fan. He's my boy. And
see, I have one theory about the sequels. Now, it would have been a lot better turn the roles around. Make Rey bad. Make Kylo Ben. So she turns him to the dark side. She's Palpatine's daughter. She runs the First Order. She's a big bad. Ben's good. She turns him, and Luke has to come rescue him.
That'd be brilliant. I'll watch that this afternoon. Go work on that.
Well, that's it. That's my headcanon. If it were that way around, if more and more you think about it, and then she could kill Luke.
And then Ben comes back and avenges.
He gets killed, saving Ben.
Yeah.
From Rey. You know what I mean? Anyway.
I like that. I do. I would watch that. But without having a plan, and then JJ came back and trying to retcon.
Yeah. Everything. Last Jedi does not. If you take the Last Jedi out, nothing changes.
No. Yeah. that's and I hadn't thought of that, but somebody pointed that out the other day. Said apart from Luke dying, really nothing happens. It's like that theory that if Indiana Jones it could be taken out of the movie and the writers would end the same way. But yeah, they're right. You could just remove The Last Jedi and there would have been a time gap.
Yeah.
And that would have been that. So it's weird.
Yeah. Luke trains Rey, and she goes on. The other thing about this sequel trilogy is they missed a total opportunity. So if you think about it, Leia had a different outfit every 5 minutes. Padme had an outfit every 2 minutes.
Yep. Very toyetic.
Rey had the same outfit, more or less same outfit all the way through.
Yeah.
And they wonder why the figures don't sell.
Yeah. Why would you buy it when she's in a slightly lighter tan version of what she had?
Yeah.
And same with Poe and Finn.
They brought out this dark Rey, and it's everybody's got it. Everybody wants it. That just shows put her in a new outfit, people buy it.
I hate that figure because its face is all wrong.
Yeah.
But I love it because she's in something new.
Yes.
And she looks good in it.
So who's doing the marketing? Who's doing the marketing on the sequels?
And I'm in the middle of a project where I'm going through and getting all my old Star Wars figures from everything out, and I'm putting them in cases, and I'm going to put them up on my walls and stuff. And I was looking at these, and it's like, okay, this is Biggs. He's number 14 in this year, but they go up to like 80. There's 80 figures in this one style.
They don't do them anymore.
Yeah.
They don't. They repack the ones they've already brought out. Hasbro don't bring anything new out. It's very rare to bring anything new out. Saga
Collection. New guy, because this is the African-American indoor dude. Yeah. This is number 46 in that year. There were, I started looking, and there were like 16 figures for The Last Jedi. There were 27 for The Force Awakens and 4 for A Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
And they were all vintage figures because by then they'd killed the 5-point line. And
why not keep the 5 POA for Rise of Skywalker so you've got them all the way through? Why just stop it at the last film?
Well, and I'm a big opponent of all from The Force Awakens through the last Rise of Skywalker. They either should have kept one package design, or went back to the original, the classic stuff, and changed the inner red, because around here, and you'd have, by the time Last Skywalker came out, you had stuff from The Force Awakens still sitting on the shelves. You had Last Skywalker stuff coming out. You had Rogue One stuff sitting on the shelves, all occupying the same space, along with Rebels stuff still. And then by the time anything came out for Rise of Skywalker, you had Solo stuff in there too.
Yeah.
So there's a 4 or 8 foot section at Target with 6 different movies stuff in it that all look different.
Yeah. You got Resistance as well. Resistance figures about that time.
True. And Resistance had stuff at the same time.
Yeah.
And I think that's where they missed it. They either should have kept the packaging kind of from The Force Awakens, or kept the trilogy packaging all the way through, and just changed it. Because when Toys R Us closed here, that's good to hear, Ewok. They were at 70% off, and there was still a quarter of an aisle of Force Awakens stuff sitting there. And it's sad.
Yeah, it is.
But, nowhere near as sad as like the state of Star Trek merchandising. I really wish Playmates would get that license back and start redoing figures.
Yes.
Could you imagine, or if Hasbro, if Hasbro God knows they don't need another license, if they started making vintage style Star Trek figures like they do Star Wars, 3 1/4 inch, or they could even make them 6 inch Black Series Trek figures. That would be everything from classic Trek through Discovery.
Start with the classic, yeah.
Well, you could really do like a Kirk. You don't want to blow your load all the way. So you do a Kirk and you do like a Worf, and you do Archer and you do a 7 of 9
Do
for the
the
first
captains.
wave. Yeah, you do a first wave and it's got bits and pieces of each, and so you go by, and they can't do like build a figures. I guess they could do a build a Nausicaan. They're pretty big guys, but they could do a build a bridge set or something, kind of like Playmates did that.
Enterprise, and they missed out on the last bit.
Yeah, that one bit nobody can find.
Yeah.
But what time are you guys going live? I don't want to keep you waiting.
11 o'clock. Another hour and a half. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Don't feel you have to hang out. If you want to go, you can.
No.
But I'm willing to hang around.
If you want rid of me, just boot me out.
Oh no, guys in the chat, you guys got any questions? We have an international guest.
Sound of that.
So what are you really collecting now? Are you just really doing some Star Wars stuff, or
I'm trying to finish my vintage lineup. I've got 7 more of the last 17 to collect. I've got 2 more on the way. So yeah.
What's coming?
Lando, General, and one of the Ewoks. Don't ask me which.
Yeah, they're hard to remember.
Warwick is the only one I need.
Okay.
And it's the £200 one. It was £50 last year, and it's gone up to £200. It's just, I don't know why the Ewoks have risen so much. All the last 17 have just shot up in price.
Yeah. Well, I think people are trying to. Once the Mandalorian came out and people got their love for Trek back, or for Star Wars back, people are my age and yours are going back to fill holes in our collection.
Yeah, I suppose it's that. I think as well with the Ewoks, I think they start to come out on the Black Series, aren't they?
Yeah.
So people are thinking, oh, nice Ewoks. I don't know. It might not be that, but that's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, it's always the Ewoks.
Those murder bears.
Darn murder bears. I love that that's canon, that they ate people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It was like, yeah, they're always going to eat Han. I was like, well, yeah.
I think I would have done.
Jurassic, I feel really bad for Ghostbusters. Simply because the movie's been pushed again until October.
Yeah.
So once again, Target put out the plasma series again, and they have that really cool Ecto 1 that's going to sit there and never sell. Yeah, for some reason, which isn't sized to the figures. Don't know why. They could have upsized that slightly, made it $10 more, and I still would have bought it. I bought it anyway.
Do you think they're going to bring out Afterlife figures to the
There has to be
Afterlife Ghostbusters for the Ecto one.
Yeah. Well, I think this Ecto is an Afterlife Ecto because it has a whole bunch of rust and stuff on it. But there has to be Ecto Afterlife figures.
Yeah. Well, guessing about that Ectomobile though, it's Ecto 1.
Yeah.
So what happened to Ecto 1A?
We'll find out. Did it get destroyed in the video game and we don't remember? I don't know.
I only played it once.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm hoping there's stuff, but, that's the problem with that movie. Now, if you're shipping those toys out and your Target, do you buy those again to space again in September? I mean, Walmart just got rid of all of those for I bought several extras for $4 a piece.
Wow.
Because Walmart gets rid of them because they have other things that need to go there.
Yeah.
Supposedly there's a Black Widow movie coming, so they're supposedly reordered those Legends again, which Target clearanced out as soon as they found out it wasn't going to be there anymore.
Yeah.
And so everybody, the movie roulette doesn't work when you have toys that need to get out, because half the time those toys are in your shop, and then a month later or so the movie comes out. It's not like the old days.
I just got my first Plasma Series figure, Race Stance, because it was £15 from £20 off. I've seen them at £26 at Forbidden Planet. I want to get them all, but I'm not paying £26 when they're $15.
Oh yeah.
So when I thought I'll get one £15. I'll try and see what I really love them. So I do want to get the others, but I'm not going to be paying full price for them.
Yeah.
I'm tight.
Well, and they're really nice. They do. They're the Diamond Select ones they did a few years ago were really nice, and so are those Mattel ones. I really like these. These are really well done.
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, when they started blowing them out at $5, you couldn't not buy them. I bought them at full price, and I bought a whole nother set just to open. See,
we obviously don't. Again, we don't see them on. We've got Smiths and we got Forbidden Planet, and that's the only place. Asda sometimes gets stuff, but they've had the retro collection, but they don't have Black Series. They don't have anything decent. There's no collector things. But so you can go to Smiths. We've only just really started stocking, and Forbidden Planet when it's open.
I'm amazed at the prices those guys pay in Canada. I mean, I know you guys pay a lot for figures, but I watch some of the toy hunts up there, and I'm like, Marvel Legends figures are $28.
Yeah.
No.
What about Australia?
Oh yeah.
Usual Mike in Australia pays double what we pay.
It's crazy, and you can't even really ship it to him. We can't even buy it and ship it to him. I just shipped a box that had like 3 Marvel Legend-ish figures to my buddy over there in England. It was $70 just to ship those 3 figures. It was like 3 times the cost of the figures just to ship. Like I get that they have to be on a plane and they go over there, but it's not like planes aren't going to London every day.
I post my things by boat. It's cheaper. Takes a bit longer, but it's cheaper. I posted something last week and it's got there today, so that's not too bad.
That really isn't too bad. I know Sleeping sent some stuff out to people who still haven't gotten it weeks ago, but our whole system got messed up here by that big snowstorm, and Texas, Dallas is a hub point for the Postal Service, and so because they don't ever get.
You're not used to it. Not used to snow.
Yeah, I feel bad for them. Every couple of years they get a little frost, and I laugh at them as they try and drive. This year it wasn't funny, but
no, it's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Sleeping Collectibles is doing the Hot Toys giveaway.
Oh yeah,
but he's not doing it to the UK. So I've said if I win it, I've entered. So if Brandon can get it, if I win.
Hey Nate, how's it going? We are good, buddy. We're just chatting about toys. Yeah, I think I'm going to do at least the Silver Surfer as a.
Oh, stop showing it.
I'm sorry, and I am contemplating opening it up to international, or at least if we can get it to somebody who can get it.
Yeah.
To you. Or somebody who, if they want it in Canada, and they know somebody just over in the line in the States,
yeah,
they get it.
And
that doesn't really work for you, unless we build a new channel 2.
Yeah,
but
that'd be ideal.
Yeah,
yes, I mean, because it's not nothing to do with Brexit. The new taxes, taxes are coming in anyway. But apparently, whoever's sending you has to pay the tax. But this week, I got a birthday package from America, and I had to pay taxes. And I'm thinking, why am I paying taxes when they've already been paid?
Yeah,
I don't know,
because it went over a certain duty.
Present.
I'd write the Queen and complain. It's my birthday. I shouldn't have to pay taxes. One day a year, I don't have to pay taxes.
I don't think she collects Black Series.
Well, those McFarlane collectors.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sleeping, I see that, and it's crazy how and they're made like just north of there in Vietnam and in China. It should be the cheapest. You get them for $7 a piece. But it's crazy the import fees on some of this stuff. Is that those would be laden swallows, right, Apprentice?
Yeah.
They could carry 2 black figures between them.
African or European.
Oh. But yeah. Wow.
17 weeks.
That's 5 states above you, Sleeping. It's Canada's not even a real country. It's just there.
Aussie Sci-Fi Collectibles was sending me a package, just to big them up and everything to review them. And I think it took 4 months.
Wow.
To get the package.
That's crazy. I when I send stuff, I always send air just because half the time it's only like $10 more than shipping it, ground. But and so I usually try and do that, and that takes, we do have nonstop flights from here to London, but it goes through from here to Dallas, generally to Atlanta, and then over. But that's not too bad, because then that'd be like $20 or $30 for a hot toy. That's not a bad idea, Sleeping.
Yeah, it's hot toys. I know. Yeah.
Yeah, they're usually 12-inch figures, so the pack's pretty good. It shouldn't be too huge, but they always say it's not the weight.
Not heavy. They're not heavy, are they, sir?
Yeah, when I mail stuff, they're like, no, it's not the weight, it's the size of the box.
Yes, it is, isn't it? That's what gets me. Because I just shipped 2 packages to Scuba Pete, and it cost £100 for 2 packages as a consignment.
Well, you should be getting your Christmas card any day now, then. But yeah, and they're like, oh no, nobody cares about the weight. Really, it's the size, because where it's on the plane, how many boxes can they get in that spot?
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, but that's nuts. But I had something else I was going to ask you, and I forgot already. But so how long have you been collecting? What was your first thing you ever buying to deliberately collect?
I'm 51 today, so
I turned 50 in April, so I'm right there with you.
Yeah, well, I think the first, I was thinking the other day, the first toy he's actually got was probably the Corgi Batmobile. Because I used to sit down on a Saturday. I can still remember sitting down on a Saturday with my dad, watching Batman, the old 60s Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Every 10 o'clock every Saturday morning, and But then I think I got some Mego. I think I got Spock, Robin, and one of the Planet of the Apes. They must have been on offer.
That must have been an odd playtime.
Yeah. So that helped me later on, because when I started collecting or playing, you didn't really collect back then. It was playing with my Star Wars figures. Mm-hmm. I remember getting Darth Vader first. I can remember that day specifically. I can't remember getting anything else but that figure. But all my figures used to go in a box with all the weapons in a little matchbox, and all the playtime included Black Hole, Battlestar Galactica, all the figures you could get cheap that were selling off. Star Trek, they were selling all the figures off, so I used to get all the figures that they used to sell off. So yeah, they're worth a fortune now.
Yeah. Well, did you see Mezco and Mego have gotten the license for Planet of the Apes again?
All right.
Mezco showed a Caesar and a 3-pack of apes in the orange jumpsuits from Conquest. Incredible. Incredible looking. I went over to their site. I was like, well, I wonder if there's anything available now. And they've got a Dr. Zaius for like $100. So pretty.
Yes.
But those Mego ones look almost exactly like the old Mego ones. The face sculpt is a little better, but they look so much. I'm really hoping they put them on decent cards. That is the one thing about these new Megos I don't like the cards.
No.
I wish they do packaging better. And stop making stuff like the Facts of Life. It's a weird. I understand you put licenses.
I said the only Megos we've seen are the Star Trek ones.
Oh no, the first waves we got here were Facts of Life, Happy Days, Cheers, The Love Boat, and like 2 Star Treks. Then we got the Universal Monsters and like Jimi Hendrix and some of that stuff. I've seen
those, yeah.
And Walmart is the only one who carries the Trek ones, and they have Picard, Saron, and Michael. we haven't, or I haven't seen, at least I look all the time, Khan or Kirk or Spock from Star Trek 2. Target carried Uhura, Chekhov, and Sulu when they first came out. And haven't seen anything from them since. But, every once in a while they'll get stuff again. But yeah, that first wave was like, why did you reintroduce this with like The Wizard of Oz and Bewitched or I Dream of Jeannie? I mean, nobody remembers those licenses.
Yeah, maybe it's something to do with Funko. Funko just put
no
license out.
Funko has their timing. Last year they showed they showed several Bewitched pops that they canceled. Well, WandaVision came out, and now Bewitched is everybody's buying. Amazon season 1 was up real high in the digital sales and stuff.
Yeah.
So they're finally putting out the Samantha on her broom from the animated beginning, and in Enora. Right. No Dix, no Sergeant, no York. So, but hopefully, maybe we'll get a 2-pack for San Diego Comic-Con of just Dick York and Dick Sargent. But,
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It does, when people used to complain about the postage and stuff, and they said, you do know that you can take a letter, stick a 25-cent stamp on it, now it's 50 cents, and send it anywhere in the country. You could send it from Florida to the farthest reaches of Alaska for 50 cents. I wish we could go back to reasonable prices on boxes again.
Yeah.
But they got rid of most of that is because our postal service got rid of our fleet. Bush and Obama got rid of the planes. And everything now goes on commercial flights.
All right.
Or on what space UPS and FedEx and DHL have. So that's why costs went up so much, because suddenly we kind of privatized the box end of our shipping. And they thought they'd make all this money on Amazon, and then Amazon, they could offset, and not really. But I don't know. We'll see. But I don't know. Is there the first thing I can remember buying? I like you said, you have a crystal clear memory of buying that Vader. I can remember the first Transformer I bought, which was Brawn. Right. I remember the store. It doesn't exist anymore. I remember the outlaw where it was in the aisle in that store. Still crystal clear in my mind. If that store was open, I could walk right back to where that is. Yep. And that's the first Star Wars figure I ever got was Cloth Cape Jawa. But I remember that, but I don't remember where it came from. I probably got it as a gift. But that's the first time I can remember purchasing my own collectible and, going from there. But I've still got them. I know my Brawn is around. I, of course, lost my Jawa cape. I think I've still got my plastic one around here somewhere. But, all right. I wish they would do more. I really like the Jurassic Park stuff. Do you guys have that over in England?
No.
They've done an incredible wave of 3 3/4-inch figures based on the first movie and Jurassic World, and a whole bunch of new dinosaurs. They didn't just repackage the old stuff. Some of it they did. Yeah. But now we're starting to get play sets. There's a campsite one, and then there's like John Hammond and the Jeep. And there's a Dennis Nerdley and his Jeep and Spitter thing coming. That trailer would be cool from Lost World. That'd be costly though, Jurassic. That'd be a big cost. And that's Forefront in both Target and Walmart. That's the first 4-foot section of the boys' toy aisle is Jurassic Park.
Does it sell well then?
It's been selling really well. I was surprised that it still took off, but it's dinosaurs. Everybody loves dinosaurs. Yeah, true. So who doesn't want a T-Rex that'll bend down and eat your Darth Vader? So plus it's what's on the shelf, and I think that's a lot of what can't remember who was talking about that today, that how many of us are buying out of boredom.
Yeah, there is that.
And, what we collect isn't there, and I want something, and there it is. And I told him that's kind of what I do off and on, and I did it today. I swore I wasn't going to get into these. But I love the animated series.
Yeah.
And there are now 4 characters from the animated series is out. And now I'm going to buy all 4.
Oh, I'm after Red Sun. I want Red Sun back.
Oh.
I'll look to find it.
Oh, I wish I'd known. I saw like 10 of them today. That wave is brand new, and it's everywhere. Actually, I think he's going to be a peg warmer. Because where I've seen him, it's him and the Joker are what's sitting on the shelf. Next time I'm out and about, if I see it again, I will pick it up.
Thank you. Yeah.
But yeah, I saw one target had like 4 or 5 of them, and then like 10 Jokers. And it's like, I don't know if he's just not, if he's packed heavy in the boxes somehow, or,
The good thing, I mean, like McFarlane and the Marvel Legends, you'll always see that the characters, there'll be like 8. There must be one whole shipping box of one character. Not like what they do with the Black Series, where they just put like 2, 1, 1, 1.
Yeah. I've opened a couple Marvel Legends boxes, and it's pretty much the wave. And there'll be like an extra of the ninja hand, or something like that. But if it's a Build-A-Figure wave, it's basically that wave is one box. If one person comes and buys it, they have them all, and then that's it. Same with the Black Series. Like you were saying, the Black Series is all of them, and maybe there's 2 Stormtroopers in a box. Yeah. There's 5 new figures.
It's always the wrong character.
Yes, it is always the wrong character.
You don't know
they can't look at it and say, "Oh, the Mandalorian's hot. Let's put 3 of him in a box."
Yeah.
Oh, they're like, "Let's put half of one in a box." You can't put half of one in a box. Watch me.
Yeah.
And
one Ahsoka in, but
yeah, the ATW. These 4 guys who do wrestling. Over here, the hot thing is AEW wrestling figures.
Right.
And they're nice figures. They really are. I mean, they're Legends or Black Series quality. They've got all kinds of movement and stuff. And some of these guys in the chat do stop motion with them. And
I'd like to see that.
But they're impossible to find. They're on wave 3, and some people don't even have wave 1 collected yet, because they're just nowhere. People just buy, as soon as you see them, you buy the whole case, and then it takes forever for Walmart to return.
I'll check the Smiths, actually, because I have seen a lot of wrestling figures in Smiths before. I've never collected them before, but so it don't really compute with me when I see them, because I'm looking for obviously Star Wars, Marvel Legends.
Yeah, and it's the hey Darth.
Wrestling. There, let's have a look.
Can I offer you a jelly baby?
I tell you what, I do like. I got a big box for my birthday full of Reese's Pieces, which we can't get anymore over here because I love peanut butter and the M&Ms, peanut butter M&Ms.
Isn't it odd how peanut butter is the thing?
I've finished them.
Yeah,
I love them.
America we love peanut butter. We put it in everything, on everything, and it just never really has caught on. I don't know why.
Well, we've got Cadbury over here, the Cadbury factory down in Birmingham, and it's the best chocolate you've ever tasted.
Oh yeah, chocolate is.
They don't do any peanut butter stuff. They don't do any. Why not?
But over here, I'm sure it made in our Cadbury factory over here because they have to ruin everything. They have a Cadbury peanut butter egg.
All right.
But I actually do prefer European chocolate. It's not as sweet.
No, there's a lot more cocoa in it, isn't there?
Yeah, very much so. We definitely cut corners that way.
AEW, is that it?
Yeah, those are them.
Yeah, we've got one.
See, TEW here, he's listing Wave 5. Wave 5 is due sometime in May. And Wave 3 just hit the stores and is selling out everywhere.
So if anybody wants AEW and they've got a specific character they want, let me know. We've got a few here. Got a lot more than funny because we've got a lot more than. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh yeah.
If I scroll through,
jeez.
You know what I mean? It's you go to Black Series, you've got about 5.
Yeah. And I think, and you know, you can't. Some of that has to do with Star Wars burnout. You can't really blame Walmart and Target after the Rise of Skywalker debacle. They had nothing to put on the shelves because the movie wasn't finished until 2 weeks before it was supposed to be out. And Hasbro was like, "Yeah, you keep changing characters and script, and you know, it's why, you know." But some stuff they did confuse me. Like it took a year to get a Han Solo figure from Solo, that was just Solo. Like, why? But
I can get a Moff Gideon. They've got home delivery in stock.
Nice.
And they've got 5 in stock. I've got 3 Smiths around me.
Yeah.
But I get home delivery because it's free. It's free delivery and you're paying the same. So why bother?
Yeah.
I've got 5 in stock in the local shop, even though it's shut.
That's weird. It must be weird to work there, and you're still processing freight and putting orders together, but you're not putting them out on the shelves. But you might,
because
the shelves ready because tomorrow Boris might change his mind and open everything.
A friend of mine in America, John, he wanted Cad Bane, and he could not get Cad Bane anywhere. So I checked Smith's, 8 on the shelf.
You can make a pile of cash with those, my friend, if shipping wasn't so much.
8 on the shelves, but they wouldn't deliver them to me.
What?
I had to go to the store and get them.
Gotcha. Knock on the door. What do you want? Can I have my Cad Bane? What's the password?
So it was just before we went back into lockdown, so I got one for him. But I says, I've been trying to get. Why can't I have it? Oh, it comes from a different place. Well, can't you send that to that place where to send me? You know what I mean? You're the same company.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird.
It wouldn't be this hard to buy a toy.
No, it should not be. I had a weird order. I had some pops I had from Hot Topic over here. And then I got a notice the other day that one of them was shipped to a store and is ready to be picked up. The problem is it's a state over and 8 hours away. I was like, I can't go there to pick that up. Why can't you ship it to Denver and I'll go pick it up at a store there? I'm not going to Kansas to pick up a figure.
No.
Yeah. Well, or I'm probably gonna have to wait until they reissue it as an archive figure.
Yeah.
And they just announced that new set of archives, and GameStop started taking pre-orders for those. But now I'm waiting for the Bad Batch series and that Bo-Katan.
See, I don't collect Black Series. I do, but I sold them all because I couldn't get a Dr. Aphra.
Oh.
I could not get a Dr. Aphra, and I still want the Dr. Aphra, but I do get them now and again. I got the Endor wave. I got Han, Luke, and Leia. I got Leia because I get all Leia figures anyway. But I liked it that much, I got the other 2 as well.
Well, you can see kind of up here, I've got all sideways with the art, and I have started picking them up again. And then I don't know how I need to move. You can see all of them down here.
Yep.
I started turning them sideways because around, and I didn't want to collect them either. I'm a 3 3/4 inch guy. It's what I do. It's what I buy. I love the new Marvel ones. I went out today looking because the new series of these is supposed to be out, and I haven't seen it anywhere yet. But you know, still love the G.I. Joe, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Super 7. is where is like drug money. But those figures should not be so expensive. But
No.
yeah, and then I'd find them on clearance, and I'd pick them up, and then okay, I have 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 9, 11. Well, now I need those other two because there's numbers, and I have to get those to fill the holes, or my OCD will go nuts to not see those holes. And it was I'm not collecting Black Series. I probably have 80 of them now. And
I was just buying them and putting them on the shelf. I'm not even looking at them because when I was selling them, I thought I was looking at the Luke Jedi, and I thought, well, I've never even looked at this. Then I knew I had to sell them and just go back into vintage and try and get.
And what I hated about it was
that vintage line the first time ever.
Yeah, the packaging is what I hated, because the red black was just blah.
Yeah.
And I do like this new packaging with the picture, but I really like when they're putting them on the vintage cards. They could reissue all 100 of these, put them on those cards, and I would rebuy every single one of them.
Yeah.
I love those Mandalorian ones they did, and the 40th anniversary Empires. Those are great.
Yeah.
Which
What impressed me about this 50th anniversary, the Lucasfilm 50th anniversary, that Patrick has said that they're all going to be repacks. There's going to be no new characters put on the cards. That was to me were a bit weird.
Yeah. I know they've announced that wave that's going to have some Phantom Menace repacked and put on the old cards. Yeah. I'll buy those. I just bought a Jar Jar, and I'll turn around and I'll have another one.
Wow. I'm collecting the episode 1 figures.
Yep.
Look at the bubble on that.
That's huge.
That's how we fish.
He was 2 in a case initially, and then he was shipped with a droid destroyer.
Yeah. That cost me £6.50.
Nice.
Whereas the deluxe Black Series one is £30. I'd rather have the original vintage. I mean, look, it's still on the bubble. The bubble's still attached.
Yep. And the art is so good on it.
Hard to find ones. So I've got the TC-14 as well.
Oh, cool. I haven't run across my episode 1 figures in the garage yet. I know they're there. I did just hit a box that was all episode 3. And I really think I'm only missing like 5 figures out of everything from the Orange series all the way through episode 3 stuff. But I'd have to see.
I know there's 47 episode 1 carded figures that I need. I've got 3 of them.
Wow. That's
I'm going for the expensive ones first.
That is a
Queen Amidala with Ascension gun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that one's cool.
Yeah. But it's like £60.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not getting that.
Yeah. Randomly around here, my comic book store will buy a huge collection of figures, and they'll run all their Star Wars figures, episode 1 or whatever, for $4.99, $5 a piece.
Yeah.
And I'll go in and fill a hole or get one that's on a better card than what I have.
Yeah.
Or get one to open. You know, I'm not an out of box collector, but I bought some of the extra 40th anniversary on card because they were $1.80 a piece. I had to buy them.
Yeah. I still wouldn't take it off the card though. I'll take it out of the box because I know I can put it back in. But if it's on a card, no.
Well, I ended up buying. I think I ended up with 3 Landos and 3 Leias, and I was like, okay, this box is just this card's destroyed. Oops. And man, I love those things. And I've decided that I do have some a couple that I'll open, just to finish off a little diorama, but that I've picked up on clearance. But I won't pick up a new figure and open it, just because I can't. It hurts my soul to destroy the packaging. The new Marvel figures, these aren't the best figures in the world. They're just a 5-point.
No, I don't like them. I'll be honest with you, I don't like them.
I love the package though. The
card is excellent, but the figure is just a dollar figure.
Yeah, it's so I do that a lot. I'll buy a figure just because I like the card so much, and you can the old Toy Biz stuff. I randomly found one of those in a box. I was opening the other
I
day.
love Toy Biz. I love the Toy Biz stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
Punisher, my favourite character.
Boy, but look at that neck.
Favourite
And
Marvel
this way.
character. Oh,
like, but but I love that card. Yeah, that figure's not the best in the world. Those guns are really cool. He's got a decent cloak, a cape. Sure it could have been a cloth, but that would have put the cost up.
I'll
I
buy
love
it.
the card. And that's everybody's like, well, why don't you open stuff? It's like, because then it would just be a pile somewhere.
Yeah.
I have all my toys from when I was a kid. They're all open. I can go play with those if I want to.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I'll get my Transformers out, and if I want to play with Soundwave, I can play with Soundwave.
You need to get them out and play with them. I don't play with my toys. I like to look at them.
Yeah.
It's very rare. I do play with them sometimes, but it's very rare I do play with them.
Yeah.
I played with them when I was a kid.
Yeah, I did.
Like you say, I like to look, and 50% of the toy for me is the packaging.
Yeah, and that's why my Soundwave looks like this.
I've got one of those. I think everybody's got one of those.
Everybody's got one of these because I played with it so long he can't even hold his arms up anymore.
You cannot be a collector if you don't have one of those.
Yeah, and you have to work hard to get Buzzsaw out of here now.
Oh, don't because I took mine apart to make its limbs stiffer, and the little spring
broken it.
Bing! It's down here somewhere. It's either under the table. It's there somewhere. I know it's there somewhere.
Mine open.
Yeah.
Transformer I really opened. I did do that with, and it was an anniversary edition Prime.
Nice.
I love him, but a foot went ping, and I don't know where that piece is.
Wow.
And so he doesn't stand properly, but he's still super cool. Still got his spot for the Matrix and
wow.
But yeah, I don't usually open $50 figures.
No.
But because I'll do stuff like that and I'll lose a foot. Exactly. Then I'm like, see, if I didn't open that, that'd still be perfect. But or the
well, look, my Hot Toys off layer there. I had it on the shelf, and somebody said, "Well, you do a review on it." So I was doing a review on it, and I'll pull in the hand out to put the gloved hand, and the peg snapped.
See, I love the Black Series. I love the Marvel Legends. I love Hot Toys. The instant you want me to pull that hand off, I'm afraid of that. That's what I'm afraid of. That
they give you extra pegs because they know that's going to happen. That's what gets me. You're paying what $250 for a figure, and it's they're brilliant. I love them. I would love another Hot Toys. I would kill for another Hot Toys. I want that Ahsoka.
Yeah.
That layer is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah, Max, you're right. If anything bigger than that, and you can't make stuff for it. It's already hard to make. Look how big that Falcon was.
Yeah.
That they made. Yeah, I think it was $400 at Target.
Look at that Black Series TIE Fighter. How big is that?
Yeah, huge. I don't have space for that.
No.
You know what? The figure I want most of all, Unicron from the Hasbro Pulse line. I don't have anywhere to put that box. I would be bad because I'd need it because then it would go with my cup and my Blur and my Jazz to complete my 86 collection.
Yep.
But I would love to have that, but man, there's no way. I don't have the space. Even if I took it out of the box, there's no space to put that.
That is the one thing every collector needs. More space. Another shelf. One more.
Well, MCE collector. He's another tuber I follow. He has the Hulkbuster hot toy. And another one right next to it on the same shelf. And I'm like, oh my God, every time I see his videos, I'm like, someday that's going to fall, and we're all going to cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting close, TW. I think I'm 10 or 12 away from 300. And when we do, we'll do another giveaway.
I'm 18 away from 900.
Nice.
Anybody wants to sub, please
Yes.
get me to 900 by the end of February, because I'm on.
Hey,
I'm
TW.
I
Go
want to
get
get
Blue.
1,000 for April.
That'd be great. Let me see if I can find you here real quick.
Yeah, because I don't know if you know about the Palatoy Death Star.
Yeah, I've been watching that.
Yeah, I've got it here. And I knocked it yesterday. And it went like that. It didn't fall off, thank God. But all my figures fell off it.
Oh, no.
So the first thing I checked, obviously, are the lightsabers. Just to make sure the lightsaber tips are still on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's happened to me before. The Darth Vader, I had it in the D12 on the top shelf, fell down, and the tip of the lightsaber snapped.
Yeah, when you were putting that gun array up on the top, I always had a problem with those playsets just folding, just kind of collapsing in on themselves. And I think I had the old Bespin one. I had one almost exactly like that. But then I have that big plastic Darth Death Star one.
Yeah. I want to get the Canon Death Star so I can do a comparison video. So everybody says, "Oh, which is best?" And I know which is best, but I would like. They're hard to get hold of over here.
Yeah.
That is my Takara.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Really good condition.
Does it still work?
Yes. I dare you. I dare.
Don't. I'll take your word for it. Wind-up toys that old. My dad collects metal wind-up toys with keys.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, he's like, I'll show you this, but we're only going to watch it once because I don't want to break the key or break the innards. So cute.
Yeah. I'm thinking about getting it graded. I'm not one for grading.
Yeah.
But this is kind of special, isn't it? So.
Yeah. It looked great, in great shape.
Yes, it is. And it didn't cost me a lot either. Well, it did cost a lot, but not for what it's worth, really.
Yeah.
So I'm quite lucky, really.
If you can hit a car boot sale and find some decent stuff.
I wish.
Yeah. Well, that's, around here, we're starting to open back up, and slowly we're starting to get our flea markets and stuff back.
Yeah.
Every so often I'll find something good, but mostly it's Happy Meal toys or turtle figures or something. I'm like, I don't collect any of that.
Yeah, people see Star Wars and think, oh, it's worth a fortune.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, no, well, some, but not most. Yeah. As people are finding out when they're trying to collect, suddenly, episode 1's popular again. And so you go and you do that. But then I know somebody who's trying to collect all the episode 2 stuff, and he hates the packaging, that blue packaging.
Oh, the Saga collection. I quite like that.
No, this one.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I don't mind it, but he misses the classic look, and I'm like, yeah, but they moved on. It was a generalized thing that they were easy to change. So
I like those better than the bubble ones that came episode 3.
Oh yeah, I do too, because now I'm trying to buy star cases for them, and they don't fit.
No.
So I have to buy. There's a universal star
case.
Yeah. So it's like, nah, because I just bought 100 new star cases for my figures.
Wow.
And I need to buy another 100 of the universal ones because I've got too many because they don't fit. They don't fit this package.
No.
Because of the rounded edge, and they don't fit the episode 3 because of the thing on the top. But the universal one fits all Star Wars figures, it says.
Yeah.
So those are $200 for 100 things. So that's a project for another day.
Yeah.
Or whenever Uncle Joe Biden gives me $1,400, then I'll buy one.
That'd be nice.
It is randomly nice to every 6 months or so. The government's like, here's some action figure money. It's like, okay, sweet. But
It looks like I'm in the wrong place.
I know. I don't understand why they haven't tried to do something like that for you guys. Have they even talked about that?
No.
I don't. That's just nuts. I mean, with so many businesses and stuff hurting and everything else, you would think they'd want to, throw at least a couple £100 your way to,
You'd think so, wouldn't you? But no.
Yeah. The physical responsibility, I guess. But man, it has been great talking to you. I'll let you go so you can get ready for your stuff.
Yeah. No problem.
No, I still haven't seen any Kane's TEW. But you guys make sure you go Blue Harvest and sub up onto him. Let's get him to 900. And then on the way to 1,000.
Oh, yeah. Monetize.
Woo! Sleeping just got monetized not too long ago.
I want a community tab because we've got a big community over on Twitter.
Yeah.
That all the YouTubers are in that community. But I would like to get it on the channel as well.
Yeah, that'd be good. I think Sleeping's trying to do something like that too now that he's been monetized. But
yeah, I mean, if you're both on Twitter, hit me up on Twitter. We'll get you in the group. Because there's about 30, 40 of us now.
Nice. Same tag?
Yeah.
Are you Blue Harvest or are you Darth over there? Okay.
Blah, blah. If you go to my channel, in the banner,
okay,
Buy Me a Coffee, TeePublic, Twitter and Facebook.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I don't do a lot of, I try to not Twitter, but if I had somewhere that wasn't full of hatred and vile.
That's the only place I really go to. Yeah. I mean, I get messages on Instagram, I get messages on Facebook from people. And I'm constantly, because my job as well, because I value collections, I value auction toys. It's just, I'm toy expert. I've written for Wall Street Journal and newspapers and things like that. But obviously, because everything's locked down, I'm not working. Yeah. I'm doing this for a living at the moment. So that's why I'm doing my auctions as well, to try and make some money.
Yeah, it's just something on the side.
Yeah.
Another 100. This could be the side gig. But
that's why I'm going to get to 1,000.
Yeah. But then you'd have to make sure that you were the one hosting all the Pally Boys stuff so that you could get the views.
Yes, I do.
Is it all through you? Okay.
When we first started, it was me by myself, and there were 3 lads watching me for the first week or so. And I said to the lads, why don't you just come on? Saves you typing, me talking. So they came on. So they're the core group, and then it's just snowballed from there. It's been nearly a year now. It was last March when we first started. But I said to the lads at the beginning, I said, look, we'll rotate it. Each channel can get the benefits. And they went, no. You do it. We just want to sit there and talk.
Yeah, so we don't want the responsibility.
Yeah. I mean, I was open to letting other people, other channels host. Like this now, I can just sit back and talk. But when I'm doing the Pally Boys, I've got to look at the chat, look at what's going to come up next. Oh, thanks, Brandon. You are a Pally Boy. Brandon's on every house.
Love watching Pally.
Yes, Brandon's a Pally Boy. Hey, Josh.
Hey, Josh, how you doing?
Yeah. About half an hour, we'll be coming back on. We'll be on. So if you want to join on there, and Brandon, are you coming on? Are you at work? Or are you not at work? Are you coming on tonight? I'll send you a link over. Let me know.
Yeah, I'll definitely be watching.
Yeah, we'll get you on. We'll get you
guys, on. I'd love to be on anytime. I'll be here.
Definitely.
But
come on tonight if you want.
Okay, like I said, I'll be here if you.
Yeah, brilliant.
I've got a proper shirt and everything. I'm ready to go.
Brandon's free. That's
Sweet.
Good. So we'll get Brandon on. You, me, Brandon, John, I don't think Tez is going to be on. Shabby and Matt. Matt, if he doesn't go to bed, because it's a bit late for him.
Apprentice Ewok, are you free? I'm free.
I'm free.
Free. All right, well, thanks for coming in. It's great talking with you. Everybody, make sure you go sub to this fine man's channel. Grab onto the Pally Boys. They're going to do in about a half hour.
Yep.
So we're going to let this guy go recharge with some nice tea. And we'll see everybody in about a half hour over on the Pally Boys chat. Thanks, everybody.